Morning. So I'm still working on the textures because I'm on the third one where we all kind of left off at the end of class. I'm going to continue working on it, and I'm going to show you what I'm doing and work on the other textures as well. So here we go. So here are the visual textures, the shell or spiral that we worked on, and you can see that I've added more depth, I've added more darker lines, more shading, right, with my stump, and some thin lines, some light lines, and I think I should add a little bit more depth here so we can keep working on it, so that's the exciting thing about developing your work. You can keep adding to it, to give it more definition, and it just helps to improvise, right? So that if I add more, you can see the little shading that I'm doing here with lines, the way I'm holding the pencil, the charcoal pencil, the way I'm moving the lines, right, just adds a little bit more depth to it. I can darken it a bit, so with a little bit more pressure you can darken it. So that's something that we've realized even with our with different mediums, right? The kind of pressure you apply, will always make a difference, to the work that you want to create, so you're adding more value, more depth. You can keep working on it where I feel that I need to increase create more dimension, create more three-dimensional effects, right? Just playing around with lines, that's it. So I can keep working on it. That's what I'm doing here too. I can keep working on it. I want to create more lines, so I'm using a pen. This is going to help me to create the texture on the top part of the leaves, so it's okay to use your pen over your work to help you create more texture. Similarly, for the rows that I've done here, I've done my outline now, but I want to create some dots, add some dots. So this is what the pen will help for, and the charcoal pencil will help me for the shading and to add more tonal value, right? So we are also creating tonal value, right? Grays and different kinds of grays, right, with the charcoal pencil. So just added a bit of shading, to add more tonal value, right? And then you can use this, just spread it out a bit, smoothen it a bit, or you can use a Q-tip to help you with that. Right? I'm going to carry on by recreating the wood textures and lines, maybe working on the cacti and then another shell or the mushroom. Let's see which one. So I'm going to start with maybe the mushroom. That would be interesting. And here's my pencil, my charcoal pencil. So I realized that the outer shape, when I'm looking at the image, it sort of has this very uneven outer shape. So I'm using my observation skills and they're layered one on top of the other, you know, quite entirely, or you know, there's a smaller one that's coming out of it, sort of overlapping. There are a few smaller ones here as well in the corner, you know, and then play around with what I've created, right? So let me start with this, building on this, and then I can carry it forward, because you can see you start with a point and then you decide how you want to move it forward, and it looks like a pattern, you know. So it's sort of like you're starting with a point and then developing it further, right? So I know in the mushroom how, you know, there's a center point, and how from that point there are lines that come out, right? The lines that are coming out in all directions, right? And yeah, there's a darker line, there's a dark point of darkness where, you know, the light doesn't reach in. Darken the lines, and then of course, you know, so they are near each other, so I'm adding some more lines, increasing the pressure, you know, as I move further in. It's okay if the line is gone out a bit, we can add more to that here too. So I'm going to take the center point here, and then the lines coming out. You can start by applying a lot of pressure. You can build it up from light to dark, but if you want to start with enough pressure, you can. All about developing it, and I'm going to maybe continue with smaller shapes to be out and to follow through.